Brandon, they have not been able to respond in the first halves of these first two games. They've given up a lot of points to the Sixers. They're going to get started with Kim Birch starting at the 5 here tonight, trying to get a bucket, and he does.
And a great start for Kim Birch right there tonight.
He's on the other end of the floor trying to rejoin. Toronto comes the other way with numbers and soaring into the air and scoring as Anunoby as the crowd fans.
Look up.
Maxley slips out ahead of Siakam. A clean break for a two-hand jam on the feet by
They are live in the 6 right now.
Harden outside, toes the line. He fires in a triple. I'd say you've done all right. Here's Siakam the other way, into the lane. Running right-handers off. He'll tip it to Van Vliet. Rotate over to Trent on the Birch screen. Doubled to Siakam for an angle J.
Toronto's just got a little bit more bounce in their step. I'd like to see him be a little bit more aggressive to score. Hasn't really been shooting it great. I thought he had a great chance to get a layup.
Harris whirls in, finds Danny Green gunning from long range. Ken Birch. Well, let's take a look at the national television here in Toronto. Glad you could be with us. Raptors playing with the kind of energy we all knew that they would. Fading away. Gary Trent Jr. Boy, what an impact he could be for the...
Create some chaos, play better transition defense, and then we just got to knock down some shots. We're getting good looks. We just got to put them down, and they've been doing that so far, guys.
Making the drill into that point. Raptors, they get a bucket after the timeout to take a lead of 5.
You know, the Raptors about doing everything hard and doing things the right way. And in those first couple of games, sometimes, like you said, the game plan basically wasn't there, wasn't getting back in transition. As we see Embiid with the nice take right there. How great is it to have a big fella like
this? Some lofty company as the championship on the resume in 2008. Lost the floor with Harris, Embiid, Milton, and Green. Doc Rivers says we have to have either Harden or Maxey on the floor at all times. Here's Harris for 3. Tobias Harris has put together a real, and it's the 4th team foul on Philadelphia. Joins center court live throughout the...
Here, who gets the MVP out of those 3 guys, they are all deserving. Embiid, Jokic, Giannis.
And to bring it out of backcourt, met by Siakam. Maxey has Trent on him. Embiid will open up on the wing. Take it to the baseline. He sees 3 Raptors running at him. Cross court to Maxey. In the paint to Milton. Good distribution to Niang for 3. He got it.
And that's a great play by him. You see a double or triple team, you've done your job. Kick it out, and you get the 3 ball, corner pocket.
Van Vliet into the paint. Turns, finds a man outside. It's Precious Achiuwa for the 3 as Van Vliet snuck out in front of him. Sends it to Trent, trailing for another looking 3, and he drills it. Gary Trent Jr. Toronto. Raptors getting after it. Joel Embiid, the league's leading scorer. And our poll question tonight, who should win MVP? Embiid, Giannis, or Jokic?
Man, must be a lot of Philly fans voting. Jokic only 11%.
Well, he got on the ballot late. We had a lobby to get him on the ballot.
Yeah, man, I'm going to talk to our super producer Damon about that. I will talk to Gary Trent Jr. about how quick his hands have been.
Ball stripped away from Embiid. Up the floor, Anunoby cherry picking. He'll lay it in.
That's what you do. I love it when great defense turns into excellent offense. When you get a steal on defense, be aggressive. Speed things up.
8-0 run, 7 turnovers. Embiid making a hard cut. Tripped up by Anunoby as they got their feet tangled up. Foul on Anunoby is his first, and it's the 4th team foul on the Toronto Raptors. James Harden will step back in. Danny Green coming in for Philadelphia as well to get Tobias Harris. 16 to shoot, an 8-0 run, 7 turnovers committed by Philadelphia. Embiid is locked up and held by Achiuwa on the catch of the inbound, and that immediately sends Embiid to the foul line.
And those are the fouls that you have to stay away from. I don't mind if Embiid is going into his move and you're stopping him from getting a dunk and you foul him. But if you're fouling him out behind the three-point line, just trying to pressure, you got to stay away from that. This is a great free throw shooting big man, and he takes advantage of these type of situations.
Well, Nick Nurse, who had a lively conversation with Embiid in the closing seconds of Game 2, comes out to let the officials hear about it. Embiid 21 of 25 from the line in the 2 games. two.
He puts so much pressure on you from a free throw standpoint because he's so big, he's so strong. And as you see Embiid right there going back and forth with Nick Nurse, talking about the foul situation. Nurse didn't back down at all. I love it. And sometimes in the playoffs, you need a little bit of extra juice, a little bit of extra dislike for your opponent. And it doesn't matter if it's player versus player or player versus coach.
He was telling him how pleasant Northern Iowa is this time of year.
I doubt he was saying that.
Here's Trent Jr. with it, working the flank, 12 to shoot. 2 minutes to play here in the opening stanza. Achua slants in, goes to the body of Embiid. A crafty move as he withdrew the arms. Achua missed the shot. Up it comes to Harden, going strong to his left. Anunoby knew that, tracking it, and spikes it easily out of bounds.
Great defense by Anunoby. You see Anunoby right here. He sees the drop. He slides around Embiid and is right there to meet Harden.
Harden will swing it and play to Green. At the elbow. Embiid probes, nearly lost it, turns, fires a bullet cross court. A little too much club. Off the fingertips and out for the 8th turnover of the night.
Toronto is so connected right now from a defensive standpoint. Soon as Embiid went to drive-by pressures on the baseline, Boucher was there, cut it off, forced that to be a long pass. I love what Toronto is giving me defensively. This is playoff level intensity defense.
Anunoby, the show and go, jams it inside to Achua. To Boucher. Ooh. Largest lead of the series for the Raptors.